Well, hello. Welcome to post-op day number 3 after my tethered cord surgery. Um, my instructions are to no bending over, to take my medicine on top. I have to stay on top of it. I write it down in my book here when I take my 2 different medicines for my pain management. And it's extremely painful to lay on my back. I know my microphone was a little loud in my last video while I was in the hospital. It was right next to my face, so sorry about that. I didn't know where to hook it on to. The less clothes that I have on that rub against it, the better. So I'm just more comfortable in these types of clothes. It's not because I'm seeking attention, but people are going to think what they're going to think. I can't control what people think about me, and I just found it rather funny that I got asked why I have woke hair. Really? This is woke hair? I didn't know I was woke. But whatever you want to think. I can't change what people think about me or think what something is. I think it's ridiculous. Why you gotta label things? Why you gotta label it? So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over here into the other lighting to be able to show my incision from the surgery. I have 2 scars and an incision. So I'm going to have 3 scars. So check out all my scars. Here's the first one, the big long one that takes over half my back. That stretches, I can't tell. I can't remember which way. This way. So over here and down. That first scar was when I was 8 years old. I had a spina bifida birthmark from having neural tube defects on my spinal cord. And so I had kind of major back surgery on a big birthmark, like this big, on my lower back, right above my butt crack. And it was brown with dark black hair growing out of it, just like how much hair was on the top of my head. I had a lot of hair growing out of this big birthmark. And it was big because you see how big that scar is, right? You see that? It's so big. It's so big. Like this birthmark was this big when I was born. And so then my second scar is right here underneath the new incision. And then I had the new incision. So, needless to say, I have a lot of scar tissue on my lower back right above my butt crack. I grew up with people telling me I'm going to never want to wear a bikini, that my scar is going to be embarrassing. I had family members like going, "Oh no, you're never going to want to show that off." I'm like, honestly, I remember family members telling me that, why are they trying to lower my confidence at such a young age that I should be embarrassed about scars? And I really didn't have the most self-confidence growing up. I really didn't. But my scar, honestly, was never one of them. My scars have never bothered me. It's a part of who I am, and it's a part of what kind of explains my entire medical journey that I couldn't explain until I was an adult. And I love doing different things with my hair. Whether somebody thinks it's woke or not, whatever. uh, I didn't even know that was a term for the longest time. I didn't even know what the heck that term meant until I had some younger person that I worked with at the Washington State Parks when I was just getting diagnosed with everything and finally getting my 100% VA disability. So if the person who's watching that called me woke hair, I had to have normal hair for 9 years of my military career. And that's a choice I made, and I'm okay with that. But, you know, I've dyed my hair every color of the rainbow. And you know what? I have ADHD and the autism, and I like change. I get bored with the same color of hair. And honestly, I love gray hair and I love pastel colors. And this hair color looks pretty damn good on me. So, yeah, I'm going to keep dyeing my hair and cutting it however the F I want to. And whatever their opinion is, whatever. If you don't like it, move along. Because I like my hair. Uh, and I bring smiles to people everywhere I go with my kindness. And, I like having different colored hair. Because, yeah, like I said, I get bored. I get bored pretty damn easy. And I just want to have, honestly, it started with bleach blonde hair, and then I worked my way up to my gray hair. So I had my gray hair, and then I'm like, you know what, let's have a little tint of lavender in it. And I think it looks good. And it's going to keep fading into beautiful gray, and even more of a grayish lavender. And I like my hair. But it has absolutely nothing to do to affiliate me with any political party. Hair color does not dictate what politics I'm into. People are so judgmental. I wish people would stop judging people by certain things. Why can't we just be nice to one another? I need to lay down. I can't be upright. Oh, I got my remote. Oh. Ow. Oh man, it's painful laying. It's painful laying on my back. Yeah, I just wanted to give an update on day 3 of my tethered cord surgery. I'm able to move around. I'm not allowed to bend over, or I'm not supposed to lift anything over 8 pounds. That's my restrictions. I have my post-op in just a couple weeks, and so since I was not tethered, this should be slightly better to heal from than if they would have had to cut my spinal cord. But therein lies the issue. Since it wasn't tethered, what is the problem now? I have major issues with extra spinal fluid surrounding my spinal cord. So I have uneven pressures of spinal cord around. I have extra fluid around my spinal cord. And so that indicates there's something going on. And just don't know what yet. And I'm going to have to go through a spinal tap and a lot more other testing and more imaging of my brain to see what's going on there. It could very well be in my brain now. But I do have issues with getting enough oxygen to my tissues and organs. I'm still having systemic inflammation Right now, it's not that bad because I've been limiting my food on what I eat because my body doesn't tolerate much food. I have medically induced eating disorder. Um, I'm not trying to glorify it by any means. I'm just trying to explain that I have medical induced ED because of mast cell activation syndrome, and it's terrible. I would not wish it upon anybody. Um, so I just really wanted to give this update, show you guys that I am made it out the other side of the surgery, and I'm going to be just taking it easy, and I'll try to keep more updates as I go along. So yeah, I have more doctor appointments next week on Zoom, and hopefully I might have some more answers about other things soon. So I love you all very much. Thank you for caring, and thank you for watching, and I love you all very much. Chronically happy. Peace out.